First with some alcohol. What we're doing here is we're getting ready to set the design for the engraving. We want no oils. Now we're using acetone. Okay, we've got the basic design set up now. I'm going to look under the microscope, make sure it's something that I can actually use. Ringo, you must have a really nice Temu then. I don't have that account set up, I'll be honest. So I'm just getting the scribe ready. Matt Fry, I do use a GRS, but I'll be using a Steve Lindsay on this one. Yeah, I have a GRS. I like using GRS gravers. Like this is a GRS 120 graver right here. Like I said, I'll be using a Steve Lindsay today. So this is a Steve Lindsay. And we'll be switching back and forth between Steve Lindsay's setup and the GRS. My GRS that I have has a little bit more power than the Steve Lindsay, so I actually really like it for that. But right now we're working on the really light border. AV, yep. I'll be doing this. Will be all bright cut scroll work on this setup. So we're gonna get started with the border tonight though. We're not gonna get super far tonight, guys. But if you guys haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. So to where you guys can actually see it. Again, 120 graver, GRS pneumatic. Joe T, so I use a microscope. So I'm under a microscope right now, so it definitely helps a lot. So I can actually see exactly where I'm at. And just a steady hand, and then you're good. Derek, so I just did a basic print with an acetone. So these will be some of the other designs that I drew out. So I hand drew these out and then digitized them. So in that way we can lay it out. So that's what you're seeing right here is we went through and essentially made that. Mohammed Reza, no, it's not. It's technically just a slide. So we can't do no pew-pews on lives. This is just a slide, guys. So although we have the rough outline of it already digitized out and put on there, I'm gonna scribe in what I want to do. So we're actually going to do another border right there. Charlie Cox, that is scribing into metal. It's basically porcelain, like Laughing You said. Yeah, laughing at you. I do prefer the porcelain much more over the tungsten metal scribes. They tend to flow a lot smoother. There. Laughing at you. Yeah, so inlays you can. Yeah, if it falls out, you just got to make a deeper, what's it called? Like a dovetail inlet. That's what I found. If it's too thin, or if it's not deep enough, then it'll do that. It tends to do that, definitely. What I mean by dovetail is like when you're making your inlays and you're cutting like the channel. Like let's say that's the channel where you want to fill with gold. You need to cut it to where there's deep enough a dovetail in there, and you can add teeth in the middle if you want, but that dovetail is key in getting wire that can be smashed in there, and that way when it goes in, it smashes out into it. Charlie Cox, yep, this one right here, Tio Lalo 208, is my channel. If you guys want to subscribe, please feel free to subscribe. I appreciate it. It helps me out. So we've got the border done for the Colt Mark IV Series 80 portion. We've got some scribed scroll right here that we can get started. Again, this is essentially what we're looking to do with it. This is the idea to do. So this is going to be a bright cut, guys. This is going to be a little hard, so bear with me. If I don't talk much, it's because I'm under the microscope. I'm going to end up going a little bit more. Let's see. Making sure that we're right set in the middle. Make sure you guys can see where I'm going to be at. Engraving right here. All right, like I said, this is a bright cut. We're going to do the outer portion, so we've got to do a forearm cut first, a forecut. This is usually where I'll break a tip because it's so tight. The tight corners will usually chip the tip. If we can make it past those tight corners, then we're money. I need to get a better turntable. Okay, there's our first backbone right there. That'll be something we go off of. Pimp name 24K. Yeah, I mean, we might do gold with this one. We still don't know. And like I said, we do chip tips, and I have chipped this tip so on to the next tip we go. Stainless steel tends to be a little harder. This is stainless steel, so we are going to go through some tips, no doubt about it. I'll have to resharpen that other one tomorrow. So we've got a shorter tip, same angle, same everything. It's just a little bit shorter. This tool is the Steve Lindsay pneumatic engraver. CW Parker, thank you for tuning in. Yes, we love hand engraving. Peter Alberto, Dale Usury. I actually don't do any custom work for people. I got away from it. If you subscribe to the channel and you check out some of the videos, you'll see why I stopped. It just wasn't paying the bills. So I just decided to start doing it for fun instead. Now we're here. All right, so I'm looking at it. We've got a line this way. We've got another scroll this way. It's going to go behind it. Well, I'm going to wait off on that scroll. So we're going to finish some of this stuff right here. Again, I did a forehand cut because then, as you can see here, we are feeding into our cut, just making sure we're not chipped. I think we're good. We've got to reset this camera. We're loose. Sorry, guys. Go. All right, so we've done a forehand cut. Now we're going to go in with a backhand cut. For everyday neighbor, you should know, we don't do no Glocks here. No Glock slides. We only stick to the classics. We do 1911 slides. We'll do rifles. We'll do all that stuff. Cody C, yeah, probably will at some point in time. Double action Colts, those are sweet. I just don't have any in stock or nothing like that. So yeah, this piece right here will go up for sale though. I will say that much at some point in time. So once we're complete with it, guys, we're going to do a matching large 38 Super. This is a 380 thing, but we're going to do a gold cup Colt that's going to match this engraving as well. So it should be a sweet little setup, and we'll go from there. So, all right, guys. Okay, well, we are going to head to bed tonight. I just wanted to get this started. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow or the next day to get some more engraving done. Please, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and like some videos. Get on there. It helps us out. Cody, see, there are actually a plethora of hand engravers out there. I bet you we could find you one. Even if I can't do it, I bet you we can find you one. So, all right, guys, until next time, keep creating art, keep hand engraving, keep drawing. Tio Lalo is out.